Hi, Emmanuel. How are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, sure, my pleasure.
As you know, you're not just talking to us in Armenia, you're talking to a global audience at the Social Good Summit. And we want to really find out from you, what is it that you do at Ushahidi? How does your day start, and how do you think, and how do you come up with the new things that you guys do come up with?
I'm a software developer at Ushahidi. So currently I'm working on, I work on the main platform, which is the Ushahidi platform, and also another tool we started working on about 7 to 9 months ago, known as Swift River. So on a typical day, is just get to find out what's coming in terms of the feedback coming in from the community of deployers that use our software, and what items you can actually get to work on and iterate and push out in the release, and also make or incorporate into our roadmap, into our software development roadmap.
Emmanuel, can you tell us why you think Ushahidi has become one of the most successful platforms of its kind, of this information sharing, fast and furious information sharing platforms that are out there? Aside from the fact that it's open sourced and it's easily adaptable, why else do you think it's been so successful?
Primarily, I think it's because it allows people to share stories from their own perspective, on their own terms, without the need for any sort of journalistic engineering or training for that matter. So it doesn't matter what language you speak or how you want to express yourself. So the fact that it lowers the barrier to that extent, allowing anyone to be heard, so to speak, I would say is perhaps one of the reasons it's been adopted for quite a number of use cases and scenarios out there.
Great. Right before you joined us, I spoke about a couple of the most successful cases that Ushahidi has been used in our region, in Armenia, most recently with elections. We also know it wasn't an Ushahidi-based mapping system, but similar in Russia was used last election cycle. Can you tell us some of the other more successful or most successful ones that you would want us to know about, projects or ways that Ushahidi has been used?
One of the use cases was actually in 2010 when he had the election, or rather the constitutional referendum in Kenya. This was about 2 years ago. So it was pretty reports mapped out and see the kind of feedback that was coming in from the ground. The other one was actually earlier on, before I would say massive adoption. This was about tracking the drug stockouts in East Africa. It was during the referendum when the country was voting in a new constitution in 2010. So to monitor the election process, or the electoral process for that matter, there was a network of election monitors that were distributed across the polling centers, and they would send in information via text message. So over time, you could actually get to see the kind of feedback that was coming from the various regions throughout the country. So this was pretty interesting to, especially for us to see how the software can be used to.
So I think just to capture what you said is that the success lied in the fact that a lot of people were able to use the system very easily, and that created a body of knowledge. Thank you so much for joining us today. Our questions and responses and ideas and recommendations to the Global Summit is going to be under hashtag SGS Global, hashtag Armenia. Follow us, and we'll make sure to share with you any ideas that comes from our discussion for Ushahidi. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.